Good day, students. The topic for today is how will the newly announced 2.1 units make their way into the meta scene? Is Aventurine going to join Fu Xuan at the top of the meta? Or will he fade amidst the pool of units? Will Acheron take the #1 DPS spot? Or will Jingliu still retain her crown? So sit down, open your notebooks, and sharpen your pencils, as today's class is hereby in session. So, with Aventurine's recent drip marketing by the Star Rail team, he is slated to arrive in 2.1, which coincidentally will also be the 1-year anniversary patch of Honkai Star Rail. Since 2.1 is the anniversary patch, it goes without saying that the units featured in this patch are poised to be special in order to generate the maximum amount of hype and interest. And they sure didn't miss this chance with the 2 units announced, as both of them quickly rose to the ranks of possibly the most anticipated male and female units of the new planet in the eyes of the community. Now, let's take a brief look at what we know about Aventurine. He will be an imaginary unit following the path of preservation, making him the second limited preservation unit and the first imaginary preservation unit of the game. What does this mean for our boy? It means that against the ridiculous utility and damage mitigation provided by Fu Xuan and the thick shields provided by Gepard, he will have to bring on a new mechanic in order to make himself stand out from these two and incentivize the players to roll on his banner, strictly speaking in terms of meta here. Because in terms of design, I believe plenty of players will roll on him regardless of his power level based on the design aspect alone. What mechanic am I expecting? Well, I would love for him to be a more aggressive option compared to the other two, if he would bring some respectable damage of his own while also protecting the team in the process. It would certainly solidify his position in the meta, as the imaginary weakness is very common in MOC, especially in the upper floors. Something like when the shields from the allies are broken, he will do an AoE attack, or even better, if we are to go by his release image, a stacking shield mechanic, so that when the number of stacked shields on all allies reaches a certain threshold, he unleashes a powerful AoE attack. Would be amazing as well, as this type of mechanic would work great both in MOC and in pure fiction, and it could be in theme with the card stacking motive he was introduced with. Even if I am incorrect about the mechanic and they surprise us with a totally different mechanic, him being a preservation and of the imaginary element, it would certainly make for a great unit. Next up is Acheron, or the 3rd iteration of Mei which comes to Hoyoverse. Or is this the 4th one? Or the 5th? Anyways, potentially the first unit that is going to come in 2.1, Acheron will be the second lightning unit of the game, following the path of Nihility after Kafka. Our boy IX sure has a type, doesn't he? And one I can 100% rally behind. So, what does this mean for Acheron? What mechanics will she have? Well, in my opinion, I strongly believe she will have nothing to do with DOT, as by the time she arrives, we will already have Black Swan as Kafka's partner in crime, and I don't see them going for a double lightning DOT unit's archetype. I also do not see her in a supportive role. Based on her design alone, she screams main damage dealer. Based on her announcement picture, we can see that she has an interesting tattoo on her left leg with what appears to be 2 flames, one of a purple color and the other of a red color. Also, her name has purple on her first letters and red on the last ones. Therefore, I suspect that she might undergo a change of state mechanic, where while in the purple base state she starts the fight with access to 1 skill set, and once a condition is met for her to go in her red enhanced state, she will gain access to a secondary skill set, similar to Jingliu's transmigration state or Blade's skill, which enhances his basic. Furthermore, I think since she follows the path of Nihility, she should have something to do with debuffs, as all units from Nihility are in one way or another linked with the debuff mechanic. Considering she screams main damage dealer, I do not see her being able to inflict debuffs by herself on the enemy, but instead, If she is going to do extra damage based on the number of debuffs present on the enemy, that would fit her design even more. This seems to be supported by the introduction of the new relic set in 2.0, which boosts your damage based on the amount of debuffs present on the enemy, as revealed in the recent livestream. And as the devs tend to release a relic, set a couple of patches before or after the main unit that will use them is released. I strongly believe this set is going to be her best in slot, but of course I may be wrong. We just have to wait and see. Either way, she certainly has stolen the spotlight like she does in every game released by Hoyoverse, with a great design and, I am sure, an amazing kit as well, because I really do not see them releasing a weak unit on the 1-year anniversary, even more Mei's Star Rail version to boot. But these are my expectations. What are yours? Do you think Aventurine will take his place in the meta next to Fu Xuan? Will Acheron be the one to dethrone Jingliu from the top of the DPS meta? Have you started saving your resources for them, or are you planning to skip them? And if you are, who is your most anticipated unit from the new planet? Let me know in the comments, and until next time, I am Professor Veritas Ratio, and remember, stay smart and sexy.